sees itself as the natural pole of Tamil Nadu politics. The Congress, once a ruling force in the state and now a junior partner, insists it deserves more than just symbolic representation. And caught between the arithmetic of winnability and the politics of prestige, the alliance appears headed for tough negotiations. But what's adding a new layer of intrigue this time is Congress's growing warmth towards actor-turned-politician Vijay. While Vijay's TVK is still untested at the ballot box, his mass appeal is undeniable. Congress leaders praising Vijay's political entry, attending shared platforms and keeping channels open has not gone unnoticed in Chennai's own power corridors. For the DMK, this outreach raises eyebrows. Congress, however, appears to be playing a slightly different game, one that goes beyond immediate electoral math. Which brings us to the larger question. Is Congress using its proximity to Vijay as leverage with the DMK? Is this a subtle signal to the DMK that Congress has options? Or is this simply Congress hedging its bets, keeping lines open in a state where its independent footprint has shrunk dramatically over the years? That's the question we'll be taking up with our guests in just a bit. But that's our first topic of the debate. Also, is Vijay the X-factor in battleground Tamil Nadu or just a leverage over here in the overall geopolitical calculus of the upcoming Tamil Nadu Assembly poll? We'll also dive deeper into what's next in Maharashtra politics as fate of NCP hangs in balance. And accused of grievous charges, Tarsen Singh Vettri is dancing his way to glory in Jordan. We'll get you all the details about the raging controversy. The man who's also been accused of a sexual crime, now heading the country in Jordan. But first, let's get you the top developments as far as the Congress-DMK seat-sharing conundrum is concerned. Congress has formed a committee, remember, and placed forth its list of demands before Tamil Nadu Chief Minister M.K. Stalin. The DMK has, of course, sought more time from Rahul Gandhi to respond to these demands. Sources say Congress has demanded more seats for elections and a share in the government formation. However, DMK is not very enthusiastic about share in government formation, as has always been the case in the years that have followed. However, Congress still feels that DMK is a valued ally and therefore wants to continue this alliance. A few issues have been ironed out at the Rahul Gandhi Kadimur meeting, but suspense over seat sharing and other demands still continues. But it's no surprise that Congress is highly dependent on DMK if it wants to say through in the upcoming election. And history is witness to this. Why so? Because during the 2014 Lok Sabha polls, Congress and DMK fought separately. The Congress vote share was 4.37% and DMK's vote share was 23.91%. Let's tell you about 2019 Lok Sabha elections. DMK and Congress fought together. The Congress vote share was 12.61% and DMK's vote share was 33.53%. And in 2024 Lok Sabha elections, the Congress vote share was 10.78% and DMK's was 27.21%. It's clear the Congress has been piggybacking DMK throughout the elections, with Congress vote share in fact having dipped in the 2024 Lok Sabha election. So the DMK, on the other hand, wants to find itself supersizing, picking up allies on its way in the run-up to these elections. So if reports are to be believed, the DMK aims to contest 170 up to 180 seats and reach the majority mark, that 118 alone. Congress has requested 38 to 45 seats. DMK has signalled a limit of around 30 to 32. However, talks are still underway. DMDK is negotiating for a double-digit share but expected to settle for 8 to 10 plus a Rajya Sabha seat. Meanwhile, VCK has contested 6 in 2021. DMK is likely to follow a similar formula with them as well. Now, CPIM and CPI, the left front, contested 6 each in 2021 and similar allotment is expected to again be repeated. MDM is likely to contest on the DMK's rising sun symbol. MNM has sought 1 to 6 seats, but DMK leaders noted Kamal Hassan's Rajya Sabha nomination is equivalent to 6 assembly seats, thereby complicating their allotment. So when it comes to the upcoming Tamil Nadu polls, the TVK X factor, or is this also going to be used as a leverage tool? That is something we'll be probing with our guests in just a bit.
DMK Congress alliance is a long-standing alliance. We hope that the negotiations continue in Chennai.
விஜய் அவர்கள் கொடுக்குறேன் அந்த பவருக்கு நீங்க வந்தீங்கன்னா காங்கிரஸ் மறுபடியும் அந்த வரலாறு தக்க
அவருடைய ஆசையை சொல்றாரு, அதுல என்ன தப்பு? அவருடைய ஆசையை சொல்றாரு.
(2026) will be the end of DMK and the rule of this dynasty. People have decided and the mandate is going to be in favor of AIADMK and their allies.
Let me introduce my esteemed panelists today. I'm joined by Kalyan Raman, who is a leader of the BJP in Tamil Nadu, Felix Gerald, who is a spokesperson of the TVK, Rama Subramanian, who is a political analyst backing the DMK, and Mr. Nikul Patel, who is a leader of the Congress party. Many thanks to you all for joining in. Nikul, I want to begin with you. What does Mr. Chidambaram mean when he's saying that smaller parties have smaller desires? It's the bigger parties which have their concern over the country. So it doesn't matter what the Congress parties perhaps offered.
See, when it comes to Tamil Nadu, we know that over there, what is the situation right now, and Congress in its role, playing a supportive role to the present government always. And we try to collaborate with them, and whatever the regional status, regional requirements are there, Congress is there to support. But when it comes to a national interest, definitely Chidambaram sir were having the good position at a cabinet level during the UPA regime, and that is why he knows that what is the role of Congress for the entire country, and that is what he was reflecting it. Every region has its own requirement, and we should specify to that particular requirement and support the present government, making to formation of the next legislative assembly. That is what he wants to convey. I think that is the best way to be in the politics with the party who is in the strong position during the last term and in the upcoming elections.
Okay. Let me quickly also bring in Kalyan Raman on that note. Kalyan Raman, it's being made amply evident that whether Vijay goes solo or joins, say, the Congress party, it's certainly not joining the NDA is what he's made amply clear. Do you still stand to gain?
Except Selva Perundage and P. Chidambaram, all the others are uncomfortable with DMK. If there can be a magic box in which the snake and mongoose can live together, that is the Congress-DMK alliance. They are most uncomfortable. They are enemies apart. That is what happened in 2009 and so on. That is during the genocide of Tamils in Sri Lanka. But then they had to coexist despite all the differences. Today it is coming so visible because the Congress has a kind of leverage towards in the presence of TVK. Using the name of TVK, they are trying to get the best out of the bargain, despite the fact that they are in the kind of discomfort with DMK in a big way. Okay. So now, what is, of course, Congress is talking to TVK. We know it for sure, and some of them are saying that oh, no. Why despite they continue to claim that everything is well with DMK and Congress, why should Kanimozhi hurriedly go and meet Rahul Gandhi? The simple reason is that not everything is well in the existing arrangement. They want to get the best out of it. They were asking for something like 42 seats. That is the information I have.
Okay.
as against the
Okay.
25 that they
That's a
contested
very
and
interesting
18
point that
they
you have
won.
just now
But
raised. Let me
whereas
quickly
DMK
bring
wants to reduce it.
Okay, so Rama
They want to
Subramanian.
reduce the size now to 20 from 25 to 18. That is what the offer made by the DMK after particularly the debacle of BMC elections, in which the Congress had lost about 7% of vote share from 16 to 9.
Rama
So
Subramanian,
this is the
would you
scenario
like to
under which
weigh
all
in on
these
the
things are
point
happening.
that's just been raised right now? I know that the DMK has had this legacy of holding on to power and not really making those compromises when it comes to power sharing, especially with when it comes to pacifying their allies. But why not make a difference this time around, given that it's no longer a bipolar contest? You're looking at a tri-cornered contest.
Good evening, everyone. I think the Tamil Nadu situation is that it is going to be a four-cornered contest. It is not a three or just a two. It is going to be a four-cornered
Why do you say
contest. Because you have a Congress, DMK alliance one, then ADMK and its parties, alliance partners.
So that
Third
makes
is,
it even more challenging for you, Mr. Subramanian, because the point that's also coming forward is that right now DMK is finding it difficult to say, even pacify their own factions within the alliance when they're saying that we do not want PMK because they are also opposed to a fascist ideology. How do you keep power sharing and even political ideologies on the same page and keep everyone happy?
Let me put it very straight. It is going to be a compromise. Whatever may be the stand taken by Congress, they are going to definitely accept the offer to be made by DMK. What has been already made, I do not know. It is a speculation that it is around 27 seats plus one Rajya Sabha seat. But I think Congress and the DMK will sit together and discuss and finalize the number of seats. And I think that is a definite deal that is going to happen because Rahul Gandhi and MK Stalin, they have excellent relationship between the two. And ultimately, it is going to be Congress joining hands. Joining hands
would you
with
like to come in on that? Because
Indirectly,
what Mr.
indirectly,
Subramanian is also saying has been echoed by
indirectly.
very many senior leaders within the Congress party, including Mr. Chidambaram. He has admitted that there are two factions in the Congress which want perhaps to break away from this alliance and even welcome Vijay and join hands with TVK. But Mr. Chidambaram maintains that the alliance is going ahead with the DMK. Mr. Raman.
If the Congress is not aligning with the DMK, Chidambaram will break away and form another Congress party. This is the given scenario there. On the contrary, Mr. Ramasubramaniam has indirectly accepted that the Congress is dictating terms to DMK and they are buckling down. This is what he is conceding by saying that, because despite having a huge loss of 7% votes in BMC. Allow me to complete. You can retort back to me later. You meant it. Okay. Allow me to complete, then you can always respond
your
to it.
assumption is wrong.
Okay. Now they are dictating terms. You are saying it without saying it. As simple as that. It is an indirect way of saying it. You have considered it, thanks to that. That if somebody is losing 7% of votes in BMC and yet you are conceding 2 seats more and Rajya Sabha, that essentially means that you are being dictated. When I say you represent DMK in a way, even though you don't really say that you are from a DMK man. You were a BJP man in the past. We all know that. We are good friends once upon a
Mr.
time.
Kalyan Raman,
As
I am not a
BJP
DMK man. Please appreciate that. I don't belong to any party like you.
No.
I was with the BJP, no doubt.
You are an ardent supporter of DMK at this point of time for the last few years. From being the BJP man, accept the fact because it is all on
Yes,
record.
absolutely
Then we will
right.
get to the next
I don't deny
now,
that.
The DMK, now the DMK is being dictated, it is a matter of fact. Do you concede it or not? That is why they are conceding 2 more seats despite a huge loss. That's it. They are using TVK, as simple as that.
Mr.
Can
Subramanian,
anybody say
quickly,
the
would you
whole
want to
Tamil
come
Nadu
in on
people
that? I have
know
to
it?
go across.
Ram Subramanian cannot be unknowing it.
Madam. If you can permit me, I will
Sure,
speak.
please go ahead. Please go ahead, Mr.
Yeah,
Subramanian.
I mean, where is the question of losing? I mean, in fact, it is a give and take between two political parties or the alliance partners. There will be discussions. There will be some give and take. That is going to mean instead of 25, it is going to be 27. Means another two seats
Okay.
extra to Congress and the Rajya Sabha
So,
for Congress.
before I quickly move over to the other aspect that we are exploring today, for which Mr. Gerald's thoughts are going to be extremely invaluable, I want to quickly bring in Nikul on that note. Mr. Patel, how do you respond to the fact that many have been highlighting how Congress has so far only been piggybacking on the DMK? And your vote share in the last Lok Sabha election compared to, say, 2019 has only dropped down. So, with what face is in fact Congress even demanding such a power sharing arrangement?
See, when it comes to Tamil Nadu elections, and definitely if you see the entire country, the alliance which we are having with DMK, definitely it's a matter of discussion right now, and nobody can predict what will be the seat sharing. But we can, all people are just wants to bring the things over here for discussion. But when it's we as a national party having alliance with DMK, definitely we have a due right for having our negotiation and discussion with the current present party. Because over here, if you see so the opposition, whatever there is in Tamil Nadu is not finding its way, because the policies and everything what right now the government is giving to the people of Tamil Nadu are in good state of phase. And that is how the role of Congress is only
Okay,
mere
quick 30
to support
seconds to
the present
Kalyan Raman,
government.
if you want to come in on that point that Nikul Patel has just now made. Kalyan Raman, quick 30 seconds.
Congress, I am enjoying the way the Congress is trampling upon DMK and making them buckle down and succumb to their pressure and concede more seats. That is what is happening. So the Congress is trying to put it in the nicest possible manner, but the reality is that they are having a wonderful day now. They are demanding, commanding, dictating to DMK. This is the given scenario.
Okay, let's quickly move over to the other aspect.
Okay. But it is not going to be a dictation from Congress to DMK. Ultimately, it is going to be a very good relationship between these two parties, and the negotiations will be very cordial.
That's a nice way of putting it, but the fact remains that they are dictating. That is why Kanimozhi was rushing to meet Rahul Gandhi. Otherwise, there was
Okay, gentlemen, hold on to your thoughts.
When there is an in charge,
Gentlemen, we have
when there is
another
a
angle
leader,
to explore.
where is the fun of?
Felix Gerald is also very much there, and the role that the TVK is playing is in fact something that we ought to discuss right now, because if all is so well within the Indie bloc, then why is the Congress party even cozying up to Thalapathy Vijay in the state? Let's break it down for you. In the latest development, senior Congress leader P. Chidambaram has responded to Vijay's father's remarks on possible Congress alliance. He's saying that there's nothing wrong with that remark and that it's his personal desire that Congress allies with his son's party. Listen. Now, Mr. Chidambaram was also responding to the comment that has stoked further speculations over the Congress-TVK bonhomie. Listen in to what Vijay's father has had to say so far.
பத்தி கேட்டீங்க. இந்த காங்கிரஸுக்குன்னு ஒரு சரித்திரம் இருக்கு, பாரம்பரியம் இருக்கு, ஒரு வரலாறு இருக்கு. காங்கிரஸ் என்னன்னு உங்களுக்கு முதல்ல தெரியுமா? தெரியுமான்னு அதுக்கு கூட பதில் சொல்ல மாட்டேங்க. அந்த ஓரளவுக்கு என்ன தெரியும்? இல்லப்பா தம்பி கேக்குறேம்மா, தைரியமா சொல்லுங்கன்ற. சொல்லுங்க. சுதந்திரத்துக்காக போராடினவங்களா? அப்படியாப்பட்ட ஒரு வரலாறு இருக்கிற கட்சி இன்னைக்கு தேஞ்சு போச்சு. பவர் இல்லை. ஏதோ ஒரு கட்சிக்கு ஆதரவு கொடுத்து இவங்க தேஞ்சு போய்கிட்டே இருக்கிறாங்க. அந்த ஒரு பவரை நாங்க கொடுக்கிறோம். நாங்க இல்ல, விஜய் அவர்கள் கொடுக்கிறேன்ற அந்த பவருக்கு நீங்க வந்தீங்கன்னா காங்கிரஸ் மறுபடியும் அந்த வரலாறு தக்க வச்சுக்கணும்.
Now the question is, can the bonhomie actually turn something fruitful? Here's why is possibly may or even may not. Unlike the DMK, which has steadfastly refused to share power in the state, TVK has reportedly offered Congress a share in the government and cabinet berths if they do win together. But the DMK is also crucial and a loyal ally for the Congress party at the national level, which it might not want to upset. This content is brewing as the DMK reportedly capped its offer of the seats, whereas TVK is rumoured to be willing to offer over 60 seats to the Congress party, this to build a formidable third front. But TVK is a new, untested party, also therefore it's a higher risk for Congress. While Congress and TVK share ideologies, Congress Tamil Nadu doesn't really seem to be on board with TVK's offer. And to add on to it, Vijay has vowed a solo ride for the elections. Is there going to be a change of heart? We don't know. Let's quickly go back to our guests on that note. In fact, Mr. Felix Gerald, thank you so much for so patiently awaiting your turn for all this while. Mr. Chandrasekhar is of the view that Congress can reclaim its lost glory if it ties up with Vijay and your party. What first of all explains this lost glory? What do you think has led to this lost glory?
Now, let me tell you from my party point of view, we are not desperate for political alliance. Our leader is very clear on that. We are offering an alternative to the political slavery as that exists in other blocs. Any party for that matter, if they want to serve the people of Tamil Nadu with dignity, they should join TVK. Now DMK is nervous. They are announcing colorful schemes because now they know the wave, Vijay wave is real. So that is the reason, and we are very firm in our stand. From the first year onwards, we have been telling we can form the government on our own. If any political party want to join us, let them join. We will give a platform. We will give them, it is more of an ethical point of view. DMK and other blocs, they treat the alliance as a tenant. We treat them as a partner. So whoever our leader will take the right call at the right time, and again I'm telling you, and we are not desperate.
Mr. Subramanian, I think you should come in on that. That's a very valid point that he's made, because given that you're talking at a time when, as you yourself said, it's not going to be a tricorner fight, it's going to be a four-sided fight, then what is going to be that differentiating factor for the DMK this time around?
See, TVK, as far as TVK is concerned, it is untested. We do not know what is the vote share that they are going to get. In fact, the crowd may be swelling everywhere Mr. Vijay goes, but it doesn't give you any assurance that the votes will be transferred or people will be overwhelmingly voting for TVK. That is not going to happen at all. We have seen so many, cinema people coming and contesting and failing, except Mr. MGR.
And Jayalalitha.
Jayalalitha, of course. She's from the same party. She was
and Mr. Karunanidhi.
Karunanidhi started as a political man, and he also entered into cinefield. So therefore, if you
Mr. Gerald, that's in fact an allegation which has almost become passé now, but we are hearing it time and again against Vijay. For how long will Vijay be able to ride on that politics of the cult?
There is no way at all
It is not just a fame.
Okay, Mr. Subramanian, I've given you enough time. Let's also listen into what Felix has to say.
So it is. We are not just. We are the claim the first time untested. I will not agree, because let me tell you that our leader does not just have fame. He has got a deep-rooted trust among the millions of people, and we are a party almost for 20 years old. We have started a people movement, Vijay Makkal Yekam. We spread across the villages. We built our local grassroots level strength, and our party is the superstructure. So we were there in every home, doing a lot of social works and a lot of relief works. So people, they know by our social work. The fame and cinema fame, it will not work out here. It's a narrative set by DMK just to minimize us. Actually, we are on the ground. Okay, we are on the ground for more than 20 years. We know what is the ground. And 2026 election is going to be a different election. The end result, TVK
Okay,
will
quick
will
30
form the
seconds to
government.
Mr. Subramaniam to come up with the rebuttal. I need to take a question from Nicole as well.
I mean, with a lot of respect to Mr. Felix, it is simply laughable if he says that TVK has a history of 20 years of politics and all that. I think it is everybody knows, and it is one. I mean, you can only laugh at that statement.
No, sir.
It is
Let me
not
tell you, in 2021, in local body election, we contested in the name of Vijay Makkaliyakam with the tag.
How many people?
Not
How many
even
people
with the tag,
were
with the tag,
elected,
we-
sir?
we
Sir, my
contested.
dear Felix,
And, sir,
how many people have been elected? Please tell me. You
more than
say that
130,
you have some
more
contested in the election.
Sir, I'm telling you, 160 people contested, 130 people won at various levels
Okay.
in 2021.
So let's hear it from the Congress Party representative. Let's hear it from the Congress Party representative. Nikul Patel, what is stopping the Congress Party from joining hands with the TVK when they are openly offering you more seats?
See, TVK wants to form the government and they have no other choice, and they want to just flourish the ideas to the people of Tamil Nadu that we will be forming the
But they're
government.
also
And that may be
saying
the
that they
aspiration of
want
every
it to
party.
be an
So,
egalitarian. They
right
also
now
want
they
it
may
to
be
be an
speaking anything, but
egalitarian
that's not
format
fact
that they
right
want
now.
to
And that is why
follow.
the top leaders of Congress had met DMK, and the picture is clear. I think there is no scope of any chances for forming coalition with TVK. It's all with DMK right now in Tamil Nadu.
Okay, quick closing thoughts now to our BJP spokesperson as well. Mr. Raman, how do you respond to all of that jargon that's been doing the rounds? But what's also making a hero out of Vijay is the CBI inquiry against him. And his entire party has always maintained that he's been cooperating after the Stampede tragedy. And even the Jananayagan controversy seems to have worked in his favor, is what the TVK has also endorsed.
As far as the coming election,
Let me listen in to what Mr. Raman has to say. I've given everyone ample time. Quick closing thoughts to Kalyan Raman.
As far as the Karur incident is concerned, it's a matter to be decided by the CBI. Either the BJP or DMK, or for that matter anybody, has nothing to do with that. We are of the opinion that the DMK was involved in the conspiracy against TVK. This is the opinion I have felt, and I have conveyed it also on your channel also on the day of occurrence. So, keeping that aside, if you have to look at the tall claim of my good friend
it's certainly
Gerard,
not stopping the crowds from
contested
thronging his
160
rallies, Mr. Raman. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
No, we had double the crowd for Chiranjeevi. Ultimately, he had to go and merge his party with Congress. So, in terms of crowd, the crowd is all youngsters in the teens. Whether they have even votes for that matter is unknown to us. So, how it will translate into number of votes is something to be answered in the days to come. Of course, he is enjoying excellent crowd pull. I am not denying it at all. But the tall climb of my good friend Felix is baffling, because 160 people contesting, 132 winning in a local body election essentially means they carry credibility at the local level, not Vijay. If this simple factor is not known to the spokesperson of TVK, then he has to hone up his...
So, Felix, there's no denial about the fact that his stardom is currently disrupting the politics in Tamil Nadu. But is it going to be enough to bring durable politics to the state? And in terms of governance, who do you offer in terms of portfolios? Is Vijay going to be sitting over all the portfolios?
Let me tell you, even before the election, ADNK has gone to the third place. We are the commanders. We are fighting a democratic war. The end, you will see TVK in St. George Fort. And people are with us. People trust our leader. And he is the only charismatic leader on the ground with firm ideological firm. And nobody is equal in terms of charisma today.
You know, NDA has been talking about bringing back the legacy of Jayalalitha. I'll say that it's not just for the NDA. Perhaps even Vijay should be harping on that legacy and promise to bring that kind of legacy back to Tamil Nadu. Many thanks to you, gentlemen, for joining in on this discussion. It's been a pleasure to have you here on Plain Speak. With our shifting focus now from Tamil Nadu all the way to Maharashtra. The NCP is in a state of deep flux after Ajit Pawar's sudden demise. and the race for succession now entering a critical phase. Just ahead of the crucial NCP meeting that's scheduled to take place in just a few days, top leaders of the Ajit Pawar faction are heading to Baramati to meet Sunetra Pawar. In fact, in the latest breaking inputs coming in, reports are indicating that Sunetra Pawar taking over the NCP as its head could just be announced tomorrow. As NCP's fate hangs in balance, the merger speculations have triggered a massive debate. One can think of a number of possibilities as far as what happens next is concerned. Sources close to Pawar family say, firstly, to begin with, majority leaders of the Ajit Pawar NCP faction want Sunetra Pawar to become the Deputy Chief Minister and lead the party. Many also want that the finance ministry portfolio that Ajit Pawar personally held must be retained and reallocated within the NCP Ajit Pawar faction. Party leaders also want Ajit Pawar's son, Parth Pawar, to join the government. But if NCP reunion does take place, here's what it would mean for national politics. Supriya Sule may get a cabinet berth. The reunion will provide NDA extra numerical support, ensuring greater stability in the parliament. Furthermore, the India bloc loses ground as defections reduce its collective strength against the NDA. And so, as far as the NCP succession row is concerned, after hints and misses, Pawar reunion, is it finally going to happen? Is it on the cards? We'll take that up with our guests.
ये चर्चा जरूर हुई कि भाई साथ में आए, पार्टियों के कार्यकर्ताओं की इच्छा है, नेताओं की इच्छा है। पवार परिवार इसके ऊपर डिसीजन लेगा और एनसीपी अजीत दादा पार्टी के जो हाई कमांड है और उनकी पार्टी के सभी जो नेता है वो बैठ के वो डिसीजन लेंगे।
इकट्ठा बैठ के चर्चा करके किस दिशा में, क्योंकि अजीत दादा की ये दिल से इच्छा थी कि दोनों पार्टी इकट्ठा आना चाहिए।
पवार जी का नाम का सवाल ही नहीं आता है। मतलब वो केवल पर अभी से बोलेगा पवार जी को मिले, हम बात करें, रिक्वेल करें, उसके बाद में आपको कोई बोलूं तो अच्छा रहेगा।
सुनेत्रा पवार जी का नाम आ रहा है। वे कोई हाउसवाइफ नहीं है, वर्तमान सांसद है और वो यदि उप मुख्यमंत्री बनती है, सच्चे रूप से उनके दल के अजीत दादाजी को श्रद्धांजलि रहेगी।
Introducing Nirmala Samant Prabhalkar, who is a former mayor and spokesperson as well of the NCP Sharad Pawar camp. I'm also joined in by Mr. Nikul Patel. In fact, Nikul continues to stay with us, the leader of the Congress party. Nirmala ji, if I could begin by asking you, is this merger imminent now?
Let me tell you that the sad incident has happened just a few hours before, and all are in the state of shock and mourning. And let some time get over because it's a big personal tragedy. And immediately to jump over who will take over the ex-CM, late Shri Ajit Dada, is also into consideration, and so many things are into consideration. I do not know what is going to be about the reunion because my former minister, health minister, has said that this is a major decision, it's a policy decision, and Honorable Sharad Pawar ji, who was the founder of the party, he has to take a call, and I'm sure that he will take the proper call about reunion is possible or not possible. Many things are to be discussed.
So when you're saying many things, our condolences are with... Nirmala ji, our condolences are with all of NCP. This is indeed a testing time for not just the Pawar Parivar, but the entire NCP, whether it is Mr. Sharad Pawar's camp or Ajit Pawar ji's camp. The fact of the matter remains that that void will remain not just in Maharashtra, but all of Indian politics. We've lost a stalwart indeed. And that is why that question becomes even more relevant and pertinent, because the reactions coming in from Baramati continue to haunt us, because, you know, they are saying that there was only one Dada in Baramati and we've lost that Dada. There will be no other Dada now. So the fact is that whoever now succeeds will have big shoes to fill. What are those factors that will govern that decision?
I do agree there's a big loss, and the way Dada nurtured Baramati, in the way Dada nurtured the party after it got split, those kind of feelings and emotions and sentiments are bound to be there. They are going to be stronger and stronger. There's no doubt about it. But political decision is concerned. I think that Pawar Sahab will his say will be extremely important, because he is the founder of the party. What I have also been hearing, that it was Dada's wish, that of the merger, but before that he has taken exit. So what exactly has happened, what kind of a talks were there, whether both the party leaders did meet and all that, is a question which is really not openly known. It's not in a public place at all. So I can't say anything till and until some. I think the time will go. The wound is
Fresh.
very fresh. The wound, the mental wound, the physical loss, and all sort of a losses, I think, beyond the question of merger or etc. etc. I think the time will come and things will, Pawar Sahab himself will open his mind, because he is a very seasoned leader. You will not find any seasoned leader of his stature, not only in Maharashtra but not at an international level also. And he speaks purely about the realities, the common sense, everything. So let's wait and watch what he is going to, sir is going to take a decision.
Nikul Patel, the other question that's also swirling around now is that why shouldn't the merger go ahead with Mahayuti, and what is it that MVA can offer for them to join the MVA?
See, we know in what circumstances NCP Ajit Pawar ji fraction had taken place, and what was the progression later on and how it had happened. Now, under the event that happened, it's really we can say that saddened out everyone into Ajit Pawar section G, and now it's a question who is going to lead the entire unit. That's again a question for them. If it is not being leaded like what Dada was leading, then that may be a difficulty for the existence of the entire section. So now the mere possible discussion of coming again back with NCP Sharad Pawar ji is a probable option. And as what claimed by my co-panelists, that there were some informal discussion going on regarding reunion with Sharad Pawar ji. So I think anything can happen right now, because it's very early to discuss anything. But as a Congress, we will welcome if Ajit Pawar ji section comes and joins with NCP Sharad Pawar ji section, because ultimately that was the initial political formation which was given the mandate by the Maharashtra people for forming the government.
But what is it that they'll stand to gain, given that Sunetra Pawar also has to protect her own flock, she has to protect the legacy of the family, which includes her two sons? Then what is it that she could gain, or Ajit Pawar's entire faction could gain by being with the MVA?
See, again, if you see, when it comes to family and the legacy and about the future of this particular party, the NDA has its own perspective of giving whatever they can give it to. I don't think that anything will happen to the present government in Maharashtra due to the numbers which they have with Shiv Sena and BJP. But over here now the call is from the Ajit Pawar ji section that what they wish to do. And if it is a family dispute that had led to the fragmentation of these two parties, now it may be a possible chances of again coming back together within the family and leading forward and taking the vote share which they are having in the entire Maharashtra to what they have planned and what Dada want to give it to the people.
Nirmala ji, I want to quickly bring you in on the fate of the NCP now. Many are saying that this will also present an opportunity for, say, the likes of Supriya Sule to also rise to the occasion and show their own political mettle and their own political caliber at the moment. Because with, say, a force like Ajit Pawar gone, an aging Sharad Pawar ji, it is only now at the moment for the women, whether it is Sunetra Pawar on one hand or Supriya Sule on the other, to keep not just the flock together, but also perhaps move as a united front.
Again, I say that my previous panelist has said that the Congress will be happy if the reunion takes place. The question is that we want that secular-minded, secular forces should remain together with the ideology. That is most important. And secondly, that he rightly said that nothing is going to happen to the present government because there are sufficient numbers
Nirmala ji, what
to
makes
run
you
the
think
party.
that the secular forces will not remain in place if
It
they
should-
join
no,
the
no, it will
Mahayuti?
remain.
Because Ajit Pawar was such a dynamic leader, such a stalwart, somebody who was known to speak his mind and not really pander to the forces
Exactly,
that you may
exactly.
think were governing Mahayuti.
That is what we are very I mean, Dada is nurtured such a way from childhood by the secular forces that he has never allowed to tarnish it. That is one good point about it. And secondly, about the Supriya ji's leadership is concerned, there is no iota of anything to doubt about her strength. She has been number of times leader. I mean, she has won being a MP for a number of times, and she has won as one of the Ratna. I mean, good parliamentarian. This one, and she has been, grown up under the leadership of seasoned leadership of a father, the Honorable Chief Minister, the Pawar Sahab. So there is no question about her leadership and a woman leadership. As well as so let us see that it is too early to predict anything. Leader, I mean, what I can say that Sharad Pawar ji is such a seasoned leader. He has been more than 60 years in politics, and for him, it is his wisdom will think in the interest of the party. It's in the interest of the workers, which is very, very important, and in the interest of the path which he laid down for a number of years. So I think the time will decide, and we need to give some time because
So
the grief
there's
is.
also been reports of a tussle when it comes to the BMC mayor's post, Nikul Patel, within the Mahayuti when it comes to BJP and say the Eknath Shinde faction. How do you weigh in on a possibility of this becoming even tougher for the BJP to navigate if the merger was to join the Mahayuti?
See, BJP, if you see, we know the history of BJP. They formed the coalition with the regional parties to get into the government and then come into the majority. I think the regional parties must realize this fact of their thinking, and they must work on it. We have seen how they have destabilized the NCP, Shiv Sena and Congress government by dividing Shiv Sena and NCP into two fragments. So I think that let's see what happens in future. But at present, I think the government is stable, and I think
So
BJP is not worried about it.
quick closing thoughts from Nirmala ji about this, the claim that's been made by Nikul about BJP playing this divisive force when it comes to regional parties.
Yeah, definitely. There is an open secret that BJP has always, taken over the help of regional parties to spread its tentacles. And once they get enough strength and enough numbers, then they throw it away. Because it's a use and throw type of a mentality which BJP has been always using for a number of years. They also know that they cannot become strong unless and until they suck the blood of the regional parties, the regional Asmita.
So we'll have
and
to
all that.
see now
So
what
it's a
your
well-known
party.
thing for BJP. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I said. As far as NCP SP is concerned, let us wait and watch that. That decision I cannot at my level take, but I'm very much confident that Honorable Sharad Pawarji will take a most matured and politically correct decision.
Remember, the days ahead are going to be extremely pivotal for the NCP, and I can only, in fact, stand in solidarity with you at the moment. Many thanks to you for joining us here in this hour of grief. We stand with you, and thank you, Nikul Patel, for joining in on Plain Speak with us. Shifting focus now over to the other big story we've been tracking, which in fact is about a major embarrassment. The Equestrian Federation of India is facing a fresh storm after naming rape-accused Tarsem Singh Bariach as a coach and manager for the 10 pegging World Cup qualifiers in Jordan. He's now dancing his way to glory, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see. That's a man accused of sexual crime. He's dancing, that too in Jordan. He's out on bail, yet allowed to even travel abroad. While India's image is sullied, the decision has already triggered widespread outrage, with the Sports Ministry issuing a show-cause notice to the EFI over serious governance lapses. International sporting bodies have also written to the Indian government, flagging concerns over compliance and integrity. In 2023 February, Tarsem was teaching at a private university in Sonipat. It was during this time that an FIR was filed against him by 2 female students, mind you, not one, but 2, both hailing from army families. Tarsem has been accused of sexual harassment. He was arrested and jailed, later granted bail. Charges against him were serious. He was booked under IPC Section 3234 for voluntary causing hurt, Section 354A for sexual harassment and unwelcome physical contact. Even IPC Section 376 for punishment for rape, IPC Section 511 for using criminal force to outrage a woman's modesty. On that note, getting in breaking inputs as well, this is the latest update on this very case. Ministry sources have informed CNN News 18 that the recent issues pertaining to the selection of athletes for the Asian Youth Games demonstrate that the malfunctioning of EFI is now explicitly hurting the interest of athletes and their future in games and training. The absence of a duly elected body is severely affecting EFI's own governance and the interests of athletes, henceforth miserably failing the ethics of a governing body. The ministry, in fact, has pulled up the EFI, questioning EFI not publishing the annual calendar for 2025 for competitions along with the national championships for the year 2025 till date. This is the impact of the CNN News 18 story. We've been tracking it. We've been shaming this man on the screen, as you can see. And now the Sports Ministry has also taken notice of this story. So when it comes to the EFI row, India's image being sullied, will heads finally roll? That's the question we'll be taking with our guests. In fact, I'm joined in by the EFI Secretary General Colonel Jaivir Singh. Thank you, sir, for joining in. But you've said that, you know, you're just a glorified clerk. You had no role to play. Why do you say so?
I say so because since last 1 year, this EC, first you should know that we all, the complete EC, including me, we were reinstated by the Honorable Delhi High Court by an order of 29th of May 2024. So last year, from April onwards, the EC tried to illegally suspend me, and over a period of time, they have completely sidelined. They have established a parallel office in Defense Colony. They got a new email, totally to stop my functioning as per the statutes. So that's why, as per the statutes, I work under the directions of the EC. That's why I called myself a glorified clerk. And all the selection process and everything which emanates from my office, that is the EFI Secretariat, of which, as per the statutes, I'm in charge.
So, Colonel Singh, for the benefit of our viewers, and also correct me if I'm wrong, is Tarsem also not part of that executive committee?
Yes, ma'am. He is very much part of the executive committee, which was reinstated by the order of Honorable Delhi High Court in May of 24.
I want to also weigh in on what the court has gone on to say. You know, some very significant words have in fact been said by the court-appointed observer S.Y. Qureshi, who said in his report to the court, endless bickering among the executive committee members was eroding the goodwill of the sports body. I'd like you to weigh in.
Yes, he mentioned this in his report, which was filed last year in July. Because we have not had elections for a very long time, and some of these members have been there for almost 7-8 years. We're not able to hold elections because one of our state associations has taken the federation to the court pertaining to the sports code. As we all know, sports code is the new sports law is in place. We need to have elections or this thing will continue the way it is. Rather, it's going deteriorating every day.
How do you weigh in on the piece of note that's come in from the sports ministry, which has pulled up the AFI? They've questioned why the AFI is also not publishing the annual calendar for 2025 competitions. Do you think that the AFI is not doing its due diligence, especially when it comes to sending these kind of coaches? First of all, why was he even allowed to travel abroad when he's out on bail?
Like I told you, ma'am, I've been completely sidelined. I'm not privy to the whole
No,
thing.
so when you're saying you've been sidelined, you need to expose what's happening within the executive committee.
Ma'am, I
you
don't
can't
get
just
to know
say
any...
you've been sidelined, you're a glorified clerk, but what is it that they are trying to put a lid on?
They're trying to put a lid on, basically they're doing what they want to do, whether it was the Asian Youth Games or the stent pegging. There has been no trials for the stent pegging event. Even for the Asian Youth Games, they sent for children without any selection trials. A lot of new things are happening which are not as per the rules and regulations of the Federation. It's quite surprising to me. But since I don't have a vote on the EC and plus I don't get to participate in their meetings, though I've got a court order now and they have to accept that I'm the Secretary General, things have started flowing back. I want to bring to your point this show cause notice which the ministry has written to the Federation, which I send it promptly to the EC for their comments so that we can reply suitably to the ministry. Ministry has filed an application in the Delhi High Court to remove the complete EC and appoint an ad hoc committee to take the permission of the court for the IOA to appoint an ad hoc committee. So I think all these issues like the stent pegging or Asian Youth Games are leading to that appointment of the ad hoc committee because we are a medal-winning federation. And the
it's
Asian
just
Games
deeply unfortunate that we had to have a girl's father, in fact, raise this issue. And finally, the sports ministry waking up to this despite the Delhi High Court weighing in August of 2025. To quote them verbatim, they said serious disputes about the functioning of the affairs of the sports body exist, and yet this is what's happened. Many thanks to you, Colonel Singh, for joining in. And that's all I have for you in this edition of Plain Speak. Thank you so much for watching.
This is News 18 Network. India's largest news network.
Maharashtra politics in flux after the tragic death of Deputy Chief Minister Ajit Pawar. Well, the NCP is now grappling with the one big question: who next? Sources within the Pawar faction say his wife, who is also a Rajya Sabha MP, Sunetra Pawar, could be elevated as national president of the party. In the meanwhile, his younger son Jay Pawar is also being considered to contest the Baramati by-poll and may even find a place in the state cabinet. Will he take over the portfolios of Ajit Pawar? That question still remains. As the Pawar family weighs its options, a formal communication is also likely to reach Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis very soon, informing him about the redistribution of Ajit Pawar's portfolios. With Ajit Pawar's passing, the battle for control of the NCP has just begun. Ajit Pawar faction of the NCP, remember, currently divided into two camps. One wishes to remain with the Mahayuti alliance. There's